Hello everyone. So today I'll be dealing with the fourth unit in MIP, that is implementing and delivering a marketing strategy. Here the first aspect, it is meaning of communication. So communication, as we all know, it is a process where there will be presence of two parties. One is the sender and another is the receiver. Sender is a person who communicates the information to the other person, and the receiver is the one who receives the messages, who receives the ideas, views, signals, etc. from the other party. So here what it is given, it is simply the act of transferring information from one place, person or group to another. So every communication involves at least one sender, a message and a recipient. So again, from this we know that there are two parties to any sort of communication. One is a sender and another is a receiver or the recipient. Next, it is a system in which people share ideas. So here if there are two parties, the sender and recipient, the message, what does the message may include? The message may include ideas, feelings, thoughts, facts, opinions, values and emotions with each other. So all these types of messages one party can communicate to another party. Definition of communication. Communication is defined as the form of transferring meanings, ideas and understanding of a person or a group to another person or a group. Say for example, here there is a communication that is going on between us. So I am transferring a message to you. That means I am a sender and you are the receiver. So here whatever I am communicating to you, this communication includes certain meanings, ideas or understanding of a person or a group to another person or a group. Next, meaning of marketing communication. So whatever we have learned previously, that is basically the communication part. Now we are going to deal with the marketing communication. What do you mean by marketing communication? It refers to the means adopted by the companies to convey messages about the product. See, normal communication, it involves ideas, views, opinions, our understandings, feelings, emotions, etc. But here marketing focuses basically on its products and services. So the messages include about the products and the brands they sell, either directly or indirectly to the customers, with the intention to persuade them. Persuade means to motivate or inspire them to purchase a product. Next, it is a subset of the 4 P's of marketing. So 4 P's of marketing means product, price, promotion and place. That also comprises of, so along with these 4 P's, it also comprises of people and physical evidence. So how does this communication takes place? It is done through print, radio, television, direct mail and personal selling. So in ordinary communication we will share the thoughts, ideas, feelings, understandings, etc. Whereas in marketing the communication takes place for introducing or briefing about their particular products, services, brands, etc. Next, communicating the marketing message. So how the marketing message will be communicated? So these are the various modes given: internet marketing communication, coordination of promotion mix, promotional efforts, mass market, IMC, advertising, technology, cost, public relations, etc. So let me explain these things to you one by one. Internet. See, there are many different kinds of internet communication tools. Okay. Now, since technology is playing a very major role in all sections of the society, internet is also playing a major role. So how does it happen? Through emails, forums, online chats, social networking among others. So all these helps us to communicate a message from one party to another party. Using the latest tools and methods of communicating over the internet is essential for bringing your business into the modern age of communication and marketing. Now, word of mouth approach, personal selling, sales promotion, apart from these basic techniques, internet is playing very major role, because many of us are active in the social media, social networking sites and all. So with this, not only we will be sharing and receiving the messages, but we will be getting the outlook of other products and services too. Next, second one is the marketing communication. See, this is the marketing communication mix part. So what are the things that will be comprised in the marketing communication mix? Starting from advertising, sales promotion, events, public relation, direct marketing, interactive marketing, word of mouth marketing, personal selling, etc. That means starting from the traditional ways of marketing communication till the latest ways, whatever the new ideas and new inventions are there, everything comprises in the marketing communication mix. Next, coordination of promotion mix. See, promotion mix, promotion here means promotion is a part of marketing. Okay, marketing mix is completely different from promotion mix. See, in promotion mix, what are all the aspects that are being held? It is advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, publicity, public relation, direct marketing, internet marketing, mail, fairs and exhibitions, sponsorships. So all these are the different forms of promotion mix. The combination of all types of communication and a cost effective allocation of resources. See, in this there are 10 types or 10 elements of promotion mix are there. The insurance company is going to choose such a promotion mix where the cost is less, its effectiveness is high, it will reach to a large number of customers and it attracts them, it persuades them to purchase a policy. So that is the meaning of coordination of promotion mix. It is going to coordinate all the various elements of the promotion mix and it helps the customers, it persuades or motivates the customers to buy a policy. Next, promotional efforts. The term promotional efforts refer to all strategies. Strategies means the long-term policies or the long-term plans that aims at broadening a firm's market scope through the establishment of a larger and more loyal consumer basis. So that means here what is the main aim of any business or any insurance undertaking? It has to increase its market share, it has to withstand the competition, it has to focus on the survival, because here now insurance sector is not facing the competition from the private agencies but also government agencies is also giving cutthroat competition to these insurance sectors. So it has to frame a long-term strategy in such a way that it has the capacity to retain the more loyal consumers. So more loyal consumer means they will not switch over from that particular insurance policy to another insurance policy. Advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling as well as price related strategies affect a firm's sales potential are addressed. That means what are the important things that is going to focus on the insurance company's existence is advertising. The main thing is advertising because it reaches most of the target customers and it persuades them to purchase a product. Then public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, all these are the strategies which helps to retain the existing customers as well as persuade the new customers to buy the insurance policies. Mass marketing. Mass marketing is a marketing strategy in which a firm decides to ignore market segment differences. See, say for example, market segment differences means in while classification of the customers may be classified on the basis of their geography or on the basis of their age differences or on the basis of their purchasing power. Like that there will be different kinds of segmentation of marketing. Mass marketing means they will not segment or they will not divide the customers on a basis of a specific feature or a character, but they are going to treat all the customers as one or all the customers equally and appeal the whole market with one offer or one strategy. there will not be any sort of division or discrimination among the customers. The entire customers will be treated as one entity, and they will be addressed by the only one offer or one strategy which supports the idea of broadcasting a message that will reach the large number of people possible. They will not target the market, but they will consider the entire people as one division or one entity, and they will communicate their idea about the policy or the offer, and they will be giving the supporting evidences for that. So that is mass marketing. IMC means Insurance Marketing Centers. It helps in the operation of the insurance sectors. It includes call centers, insurance agents, and also the target customers. So insurance marketing centers, whenever the people or the insurance policy holders, they are facing the difficulties, immediately they can call the toll free helpline numbers, and or if they are facing any claim related issues or premium related issues, they can call the insurance agents, so that their issue will be sorted out within a shorter duration of time. Next, advertising. Advertising is the technique and practice used to bring products, services, opinions or causes to public notice. So what is the main reason behind it? In order to give the awareness about the product, services, opinions or causes to the public notice, for the purpose of motivating or inspiring them to purchase the product. So in case of advertising, what happens? The public, they will respond in a certain way towards what it is advertised. This response may be either negative or positive. It depends upon the customer's likes and preferences. Then technology. Insurance companies face problems which can be totally ducked with the use of technology. So as I have said you, that is framing of the call centers. If there are any issues, definitely it will be sorted out through the call centers or toll free helpline numbers. Then in case of the other insurance like general car insurance, two-wheeler insurance, etc., service related queries, claim related queries, then sales management, etc. So the operation team of the insurance policy has to access to the data of issued policies, lapsed policies, renewal premium dates, etc. See, majority of the insurance policy holders, like I think you are also aware of this, whenever there is any premium due, at that time the insurance companies will be sending messages to the customers, reminder messages, on this date your policy is going to lapse, please kindly renew it within this duration of time, like that. So they will be sending various messages. Then lapsed policies, okay, that means if the people, some insurance policy holders, what they will do, due to certain financial constraints, they will take loan on the insurance policies, but due to non-payment of interest or non-timely payment of interest, their policy will be lapsed. So without bringing to the notice of the policy holders, the insurance policy cannot claim it as lapsed. So before making the policy is lapsed, it is going to send some messages to the customers in order to make them aware of these things. So that also comes under the technology part. Then issued, data of issued policies. If any new policy is being issued, okay, the date of issue, everything will be confirmed through messages, emails and also other technologies. So all these comes under the technology part. So everything, either for the customer or for the insurance industry, cost is the thing that matters the most. The cost should be always, even the customers also face the same issue as well as the companies. They have to minimize the cost, they have to maximize the productivity. So this is the main important criteria. The main aims of costing are cost control and improvement in efficiency. Both the things has to be clearly managed. Both of these are very beneficial to the company, and ultimately this benefit passes on to the customers of the products or services. See, whenever we are going to buy any sort of insurance policy, we will check out the same features with the other competitors also. Then whichever is the cost has to be minimized and the efficiency has to be increased. So these are the two factors both the customers as well as the insurance company is going to focus on. Then public relations. So always the main important thing is public relations. The public relations department supervises and assesses public attitudes and maintaining mutual relations and understanding between an organization and its public. So that means public relation department, it plays a vital role in attracting and retaining the customers, attracting the new customers and retaining the existing customers. So it supervises and assesses public attitudes. That means whether the consumers are loyal to the insurance policy or whether they are trying to switch over from that particular insurance policies to another, what are the main reasons behind it, how to tackle that issue, everything will be analyzed by the public relations department. And it also creates an understanding between an organization and its public. It improves the channels of communication and to institute new ways of setting up a two-way flow of information and understanding. So communication, always communication should not be one-way communication, it always should be two-way communication. Then only there will be a mutual understanding, cooperation and coordination between the parties to the communication. Next, communicating the marketing message for insurance products and services. So how to communicate the marketing message? We already have a marketing message, we have more channels how to, but even though we are having channels, we have to know in what mode we have to communicate it to them. So the first thing is know the market. So know the market means look at your current customer base, check out your competition, analyze the product or service, choose specific demographics to target, consider the psychographics of your target, evaluate your decision, additional resources. See, look at your current customer base. That means what kind of customers are in your insurance policy sector. Okay. Then check out your competition. Who are your main competitors? Whether you are facing competition from the private sectors or the public sector undertakings. Analyze your product or service. So analyze your products or service. You have to assess the key features or the characteristics of the insurance policy. Choose specific demographics. Demographics means a particular place or a particular set of target customers. Consider the psychographics. Psychographics means attitudes, whether they are positive towards the insurance policy or they are having any mixed opinions like that. Evaluate your decision and additional resources. So additional resources when it is needed, if your criteria does not match with the attitudes of the customers, then you have to definitely input the additional resources. Establish a plan. Next step, make sure your goals are SMART. SMART in the sense cost should be minimum, effectiveness should be at the maximum level. Work backwards to set milestones. Work backwards means you have to check whether the plans you have formed, the features that you have included, everything matches with the target customers. If they are facing any issues, then you have to add on or input the additional resources and change the goals or the ideologies. Determine what needs to happen to reach your goals. Okay, that means what are the things that is needed in order to reach to the ultimate solution. Decide what actions are required to reach your goals. Then put your actions into a schedule. So as and when you have planned to change something, definitely in one shot you cannot make the necessary changes, but there is a systematic way or there is a systematic procedure in order to put the actions into a schedule. Then follow through. Follow through means get the feedback from the customers. Measuring effectiveness. See, measures of effectiveness, they are designed to correspond to accomplishment of mission, objectives and achievement of desired results. They quantify the results to be obtained by a system and may be expressed as probabilities that the system will perform as required. So that means here they are the measures desired to correspond. Correspond means some policies, say for example, if you are holding a ABC insurance policy, you have framed certain key features for your policy. You have communicated the same to your customer, but the customer's likes, taste and preferences, it is different. Okay, the customer wants you to change the features of certain features of the policy. So at that time, what you are going to do, you are going to quantify the results to be obtained by a system. So you will be making the necessary changes, and you may not be knowing the exact result what would happen next, but you will have at least a probable or expected result that this may be going to happen in the future course of time. So that is measuring effectiveness. You will that is the standards you will be setting, but the actual, it is different. When the standard does not match the actual, you have to change the additional inputs. After changing the additional inputs, you cannot directly come to a conclusion that yes, 100% my insurance policy will be taken into consideration by the customers, or the customers will be having 100% positive attitude towards the insurance policy. But instead of having the clear cut picture or 100% accuracy of the data, just you are going to make an estimate or the probable result for that. So that is measuring effectiveness of the policy. Gathering feedback. So how do you gather feedbacks from the customers? Long form based surveys, short in app surveys, phone calls, transactional mails, net promoter score surveys, suggestion boards, etc. See, long form based surveys, that means through questionnaires, set of questions that are usually sent in a mail. Short in app surveys, so that means, say for example, if you are holding any SBI life insurance, so SBI is having its own app. So if you are satisfied with that, give a 3-star rating, 4-star rating, like that. Ratings will be included in the apps only. So that is short in app surveys. Through phone calls, so some insurance companies, what they will be doing, they will be making a phone call to the customers and getting the feedback through that phone calls. And after, if the customer has given the complete feedback, the insurance company will be giving some benefits to the customers also. So that is through phone calls. Then transactional emails also, through emails also they will be collecting the feedbacks. Then net promoter score surveys, if people they are happy with if the customers, they are happy with the insurance policy, if they promote the insurance policies to other customers, if they bring in the add-ons to the insurance company, the insurance company will be giving some offer to the customers also. Then suggestion boards, that means a suggestion box will be there in an insurance company. The customers can drop in their suggestions in that suggestion box. So next one is the marketing message. So it is a promotional message which comes in many forms, such as TV, magazine, advertisement, or a slogan on a particular package. See, here I have given you an example for Aviva car insurance. So quick, easy and hassle free. So this is a slogan on a particular product package. So this is a promotional message that will be given by the insurance company in order to promote its insurance policy. Next, this is almost the same steps for creating the insurance market message. Identify your target market, identify the problems that your target market experiences. So as soon as you identify the problems that your target market experiences, you are going to transform yourself, that is present your solution to the market problems, then present the result